Hi my darlings, I am back today filming the best beauty products of 2017. My favorite like beauty products like skincare, just makeup, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and to subscribe down below. But I love you guys, so let's just get started. I think we're just going to start out with skincare, what I would like usually start out with. First off, I have this Orgins Original Skin Renewer Serum with Willow Herb. This serum on the Sephora website says it's a super serum that helps the skin look fresher, brighter, and smoother while it minimizes the appearance of imperfections. And I can agree with that. Super moisturizing, and I would really recommend this. Like, I'm not big into serums or anything, but this is super good. Like, I like it. Next, I have the Tatcha Water Cream, and it is a refreshing and anti-aging pore perfecting Japanese wild rose for normal to oily skin. It's just a moisturizer, and this is not cheap, let me tell you. Not cheap at all, but it's worth every penny. Like, I really do like it. I just recently got this, but it's such like a soft, like it literally just melts into your skin. Like, your face legit just feels wet. But this is a really great moisturizer, especially like I live in Oklahoma, so the weather is very bipolar, and right now it's like snowing outside pretty much, so my face is super dry, and this is great. The next thing I've been using on my skin is tea tree oil. This is, you can get whatever tea tree oil, I have so many of these, but this is just the advanced clinical tea tree oil, and it says clears redness and bumps, and it says it's a miracle worker for visible blemishes and cracked skin, improves the look of skin redness and bumps. And I've heard of people like saying tea tree oil is really good for your skin, but I would so recommend this. Like, you don't even have to get this brand, just any tea tree oil at all. But what I do is, I used to put like kind of all over my face, but my face started like getting like super oily and just kind of like, I felt like it was super greasy. So what I do is just, I either just put a little bit on my finger or a Q-tip, and I just put it on my blemishes, and I like sleep with it on my face, and I would really recommend using this method. Okay, so the next thing I have is the Badescu Drying Lotion. If ever I had a blemish or just anything, a pimple, whatever, I would take this on a Q-tip and put it on there. And I sleep with it on. When I wake up, the pimple is either like ready to pop. I know it's not going to pop your pimples, but you know what I mean. Or it's either like gone. So this is a lifesaver, and I really recommend this. Of course, I recommend all of this stuff, you know, but I like this a lot, and it's not too expensive. The next thing I have is kind of like, it's just a lotion. It's the Jergens Natural Glow Daily Moisturizer. I have medium to tan, and it just creates a color that gradual, flawless, and captivating. I only use this about maybe 2 times a week, because I kind of noticed it was kind of getting on the orangey side. Like, I don't self-tan at all. I just find it as like too much of a hassle. But I like this just to have like a natural looking tan, you know what I mean? Or some color to me. So after I get out of the shower, I put this all over my body real well and just let it sit in. Like, you can throw a t-shirt on, whatever. But this is super good. But I wouldn't use it like as a daily moisturizer, because I feel like it could get too much. But I like this. To my makeup products, we're just gonna start like with primer and whatever. First, actually, I'm just gonna do it how I would do my makeup. So first, for eyebrows, I have the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown. I really like this. So I got this, and because a lot of people recommended it, and it's just like, it works so good on the brows. Like, it's just a super like creamy good formula, and a little goes a long way. But I love this stuff, and if you're looking for a new brow product, I would really recommend this if you're into pomades. The next eyebrow product I would recommend is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I have it in Espresso. I loved this because I was kind of just sick of using the pomade, and for some reason I started using this, and I could do my eyebrows so quick and they just looked so good and they looked on fleek. I love this. The next brow product I have is to set your brows, and it's the Benefit Gimme Brow, and I have it in the color 3, and it says it's a brow volumizing fiber gel, and I really like this stuff to set my brows. Like, I really am enjoying it. I used to use the Anastasia one, just a clear brow gel, and I always just use clear ones, but I got this one and I started setting my brows, and I don't know, it just adds like a lot of color. It's really good. Next thing I'm going to be talking about is primers. The first one I have is the Becca First Light Priming Filter, the Instant Complexion Refresh. And I really enjoy this. It smells so good. I just put some on the back of my hand. I got a little bit too much. But like, it's just so soft, and do you see how glowy that is? Like, it's so moisturizing, and even if I'm going for like a matte look, I'm still like, I would still use this. Like, just, you can kind of see, but look how just pretty and glowy it is, and it just looks so good on the skin, and it's very like refreshing, moisturizing. And also it has purple tones. It counteracts the redness just a little bit. Really recommend this primer. The next primer I have is the Smashbox Photo Finish Iconic Primer Stick, and I think Smashbox have really good primers, and I saw this, and I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about it, but I saw it and I just thought like it was interesting. Like, it's in a stick. It's super like convenient, you know, because you can just put it in and just rub it in, but it just feels, even if you have dry skin, I would say it's still moisturizing. Like, it's not just complete matte, but it's a really good primer, and I just really like the convenience of it, and the packaging, sleek and whatnot, but I like how it feels on the skin. So the next thing I have, which is more like a primer and a setting spray, is the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I have the regular primer of this, and I do enjoy it, so I went ahead and got this when it came out, and I really like this. I love my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray for like a daily basis, but this is really good, especially for traveling, because I just grab this, and if I need a primer, it's like a 2-in-1. I have a primer and a setting spray. And also, like, for example, if I use that Smashbox primer, even though it's kind of like a mattifying primer, I'll just go over with this to add some moisture to my skin, and it works awesome. So I really like this and the idea of it, and I love how it smells and just how it works and everything. Okay, so on to foundations. My high-end one that I really loved is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Rail Foundation, and mine is in the shade 270, but the packaging is so cool. It's just like a soft, like, matte finish, and it just says Fenty Beauty, and then the cap is white, and it has a pump, which I love pumps. Just such a great foundation. Like, it lasts such a long time on me anyways, and it's super matte, and I have combo skin, and I do not find myself getting oily with this. People complain that it's too matte, so I would say if you have matte skin, I would go in with a super moist, like a really good moisturizer and a moisturizing primer, because I feel like it won't be as dry. But I like this. It's full coverage, it's super buildable, and it's just like the shade range is great. Next one I have is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and this one is in the shade Golden Beige, and this foundation is like my holy girl. Like, I love it. It's like $5 if that at the drugstore, and it's just such a good foundation. The shade range isn't the best thing, but I love this foundation, and just even to try it for $5, I would really recommend going and getting this. The next concealer I have is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. This I bought because of Desi Perkins. She did like her no makeup look, and her skin just looked so glowy, dewy, it just looked beautiful. So I picked this up, and I love this concealer. Super hydrating, like so hydrating. And I love to use this, like even if I'm wearing no makeup, I love just to put a little bit of this and just dab it in with my finger, like into my skin, and I won't even set it, and it doesn't crease, like, which I only use a little bit, but it's a super lightweight. And what I love to do is I'll go in with my Tarte Shape Tape, since it's so full coverage, just where I need it, like on the very corners and down my nose. And then I'll go in with this and I'll just highlight more with this and make add the glow. The next thing I have is powders. And the first one I'm going to talk about is the Mercier translucent powder. Finally spent the money, and it is so good. Super fine, and it just sets your under eyes so easily and so well. Like, I'll just take a little bit and I'll just set right underneath my eyes and then set the rest with the powder. And it does not crease. It looks good. When my under eyes are drier, or if my skin's drier, I won't bake with this because I just feel like it's too much powder, too much dryness. But I love just taking a little bit and setting it. And even I have been using my sponge and setting my whole face with it. And it works so good. It just sets everything in place. The next thing I have to talk about is bronzer, and this is the Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I've been in love with the bronzer ever since it came out. I was using it, and then I kind of ran out and I just stopped using it, and then I started using it again, and it just adds such a great wash of color. The color is so good on my skin tone, and to bronze, and I feel like you can just build it up. Like, you can add so many layers and it just still looks so good. These blushes are super buildable, but these blushes are super good, and the pigment's great. They're easy to blend out, so I like it. Next thing we're going to talk about is highlighters, and I have 3. Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the color 100 Molten Gold. And Maybelline came out with this a little while ago, and let me tell you, I'm not into gold highlights. It is so good, especially for the fall season. It pops, and it's just so good. Like, your highlight is on fleek, like drugstore come through. The next one I have is this Wet n Wild highlighting powder in the color Precious Petals. And as you can tell, I love this highlighter. I've hit pan, but this highlighter has been out for a while. Their highlighters are bomb. This is the only one I have. The colors are either too light for me, or one's too dark, or they're purple tone, you know me. But this, let me just swatch it for you. It's a reasonable price, less than $5, and this powder is so good. Just the formula, they are so bright and on fleek, so I would recommend this. The next highlighter I have is the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder in number 13. And these Starlit powders are so good. This is the only one I have, but it's what I have on today. It might be a little intense for some people. Just look at that. See, my swatches are freaking terrible, but it is so good. If you're the type that likes a blinding highlight, go to Sephora or go on the website and order this right now. because you will not be disappointed. Like, if anything, it's too intense. You know what I mean? Even though no highlighter can be too intense. The next thing I have is a eyeshadow palette. And I don't think y'all are going to be able to guess this. It is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I think I got this palette on the third launch when she launched it the third time. But this palette is my go-to. I travel with it. I use it so much, as you can tell it's beat up. But just everything about this palette. These transition shades are amazing. Like, whenever I need a transition shade, this is my go-to. And it's just such a good palette. Like, I love Morphe palettes and eyeshadows. It is my go-to. I love it so much. It has every color you need in a palette. You can create so many looks. You can do whatever your heart desires. So I would really recommend this. They are so pigmented. They're easy to blend. Like, Morphe palettes and just their eyeshadows are really great. So even if it's not just the Jaclyn Hill palette, Morphe overall is just really good. The next things I have are the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. And these have been popping in 2017. These are the smartest thing anyone has ever created, because who likes going through the process of putting glitter glue, putting glitter, getting that shit all in your eyes? Anyways, these have been popping in 2017. They are so awesome. I love the color Diamond Dust, and I also love King Karma. But I'm going to swatch Diamond Dust for y'all, and y'all are going to be shook if y'all haven't seen these. Like, come on. So pretty. And it dries so good, and it does not crease through the night. Like, it dries completely, I don't want to say matte, but it dries completely down. Like, and it dries easy, and it's easy to work with. Like, the doe foil applicator is the easiest. Like, you can just create a cut crease like that. Oh. Talking about glitters, the NYX Face and Body Glitter, these are so good. And they are so good for a reasonable price. They're drugstore. I used this one in my last video. I've used this one before in my Halloween tutorial. This is the shade Teal. And this is the shade Crystal. I have a bunch of these. These are just the first two ones I found. But these glitter are so easy to work with. They're a great price. You get a lot for what you pay for. This is the Essence Volume Stylish 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. And this mascara is bomb. The reason I got this is because Casey Holmes recommended it. And I was like, whatever Casey Holmes recommend, I'm getting. $4 mascara. So it's a reasonable price. Like, it's so good. Mascara for perfectly styled lashes with lengthening fibers for fuller and longer lashes. And I can agree with that one. It makes my lashes look super long and thick, and it separates them. And I really love when my lashes are separated, like you can individually tell. So I really like this mascara. The next thing I have is a pair of lashes. And it is the House of Lashes and Sephora collection in Yvette. And I love these. I wore these for New Year's Eve and in my last video, and they're not as intense as Miami by Lily Lashes, but they are super intense. Like, they're just a good, like, everyday lash, I would say, if you still are wearing full coverage, glam. And they're only like $15, so if you can get your hands on these, I would, because I love them. On to lips. And it's not really just the formula of this, but it's the shade. The Kylie Matte Liquid Lipstick and Lip Liner in the shade Ginger. Watch sucks. And it's in this shade. And I really enjoy this shade. Like, I just love it so much. Like, it's a beautiful color. It's so good for fall. Like, if you just have like a just plain base, you don't have any eyeshadow on, just mascara, and you want to like intensify your look a little bit, just put this shade on and it just looks so natural, so good. And the formula is good. Like, I like the Kylie lip kits. It's just over time, which of course, like probably with any of them, after I eat or anything, I need to just reapply right in the middle. But besides that, it's super, like, it's not too drying, but it's good. Like, I would recommend putting like a chapstick or a moisturizer underneath. The next thing I loved is the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in Trendsetter. And this shade is similar to Ginger, but, and once again, that shade smells so good. I would say that shade is a little bit more browny, pinkier, but it looks beautiful on the lips. And you can't even tell that it's on. Like, this is the only Huda Beauty liquid lipstick I have, but I would recommend like buying more. Like, I'm going to eventually. But this, I just love shades like this, and this is such a good shade. It is such a long wear, and it's like matte. It's just beautiful. Next one I have is which I have on right now, and I wouldn't say it's like a favorite of 2017 because I just have had it like in the last month. But the formula, and I'm so excited to get more of these, but it's the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Stunner Lip Paint, and this one's in Uncensored. And it's the color I have on my lips right now. And just the packaging is so beautiful and like so sleek and just so pretty. I was debating on getting it because I was like, okay, I have so many reds in my collection, but this shade is the perfect red. Like, I would 100% recommend getting that because like it's not too blue toned, it's not too orange toned, it's just so good. So I really love that. Like, and the applicator is so cool. Like, it's way different, and it's like you don't really need a lip liner. Like, it fits perfect around every crease, like every crevice, everything. So I love that. Another one I have is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, and this is just the only shade she has. But I'm not really into glosses. I'm more into matte liquid lipsticks. But this gloss, like if it's just like a no makeup day or I barely have any makeup on, I will throw this on and it makes my whole look. Like my lips, it makes them look so juicy and glossy. It makes them just look so pretty and hydrated, and like it looks like I tried, you know, and actually like did my skincare routine and everything's moisturized. But I really like this, and if you're not into lip gloss, I would recommend trying this because it's good. So that is all of my favorite beauty products or makeup products of 2017. 2017 was such a great year. It's the year I started my channel, and I'm just so thankful for all y'all's love and support, and I'm super thankful to have this opportunity to even have this makeup or my camera or just my whole setup, and just have this opportunity to like tell y'all my opinion and what I love and recommend y'all products. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any recommendations of y'all's favorite 2017 beauty products, please comment down them below and I would love to check them out. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoyed these and enjoy these recommendations. But I love you guys. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time.